Thank you for joining us on the Geekcentric podcast. How are you both doing today?
We're doing great. How are you?
We're doing great. We're talking to you too. So that's why we're going to be smiling like goofs the entire time.
Let's
Tim,
just be goofy the whole time.
well, I'm down. I'm down. Listen, Tim, I want to kind of go back to earlier this year at Gamescom. Your introduction for Secret Level was profoundly heartfelt.
Come on. Don't make me talk about crying.
It's okay, man. We're the same. We're in the same
I love
boat.
to cry.
Yeah, and we honestly felt your heart in that presentation and what it meant to you. But going a little bit deeper, what did it mean to introduce this series in a room full of gamers?
You're trying to get me to cry again, aren't you? That's what you're trying.
It won't be hard.
Yeah, I do cry a lot. Well, look, it was introducing it, but it was also I get choked up. I cry because I'm so proud of the work. Yeah. I'm proud of the studio. I'm proud of Dave. I'm proud of the whole endeavor that it's so much work to bring these things out there and put it out in the world, and you hope that people are going to like it. But even if they don't, I'm fucking proud of it. Yeah. And that's why I get choked up. It's joy, never pain. I never cry.
And that's what we resonated with it so much, is that obviously with your presentation of it, it comes from a place of love. It comes from a place of passion and excitement. So, just to kind of touch really on that, how important that was. It was great. It was so great to see you.
Thank you.
Kind of present that in that way.
Thank you. I wish you could have seen the 30 minutes going up to it where I'm going, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't get choked up. Just get out there.
Take yourself out.
Yeah. Did not work.
Tim, I love to cry, so I always love it. Emotional. You can really feel
you
that.
Look like an emotional guy.
I'm very in touch with that.
He's a big teddy bear.
Yeah,
big teddy bear.
Dave, I think with this series, it's each episode is its own story. How did you ensure that the series felt cohesive while also allowing each episode to stand as a unique experience?
It's actually, I didn't want there to be, if there was any cohesion, it would be the quality of what we're creating, like whether that's the storytelling, but especially like on a visual sort of level. We wanted it to be sort of outstanding sort of adaptations visually. From a storytelling perspective, like we absolutely did not want to homogenize the stories. Like, and so we had a sort of complicated process about how we came up with each of the episodes, and to ensure it's not just Tim and I sitting in a room thinking like, what would we like this episode to be?
I know, let's have people kill each other again.
So I think if the connective tissue is the visual quality and faithful sort of adaptations of video games that we love. But the stories themselves, we hoped are sort of diverse enough to represent not just the diverse IPs, but like the gamers who play them.
Right. Absolutely. And I think, when you talk about stories, you talk about fantastic animation. Was there anything that didn't make it into season 1?
Yes.
You mean you're talking about game IPs?
Yeah.
I'm putting this. But there's one in particular, and I want the rumor mill to go around that we had a script. We were almost in production.
Why are you starting that, Dave?
Because I like.
Why are you starting shit, man?
But we just like. It's very complicated. It's very new. Like this, it's not easy to sort of. It's much easier for folks to understand. Like, we've been here before. We're making another one of these. It's going to be that. Like, and okay, I know what that is. I'll get on board. But like, our show is not that. There's nothing like it out there other than our own series, Love, Death, and Robots. So, like, it's very difficult. And I think it was complicated for people to sort of get on board. And there was one in particular that I was sort of heartbroken that didn't get all the way to the starting line.
But imagine you're going to throw a party and you're going to throw it with 5 friends, and they all have they want to make a playlist, and you want to make a playlist for your favorite songs. And those playlists are never going to be the same. So Dave would make his favorite list and I would make my favorite list. And then other people would go, oh, no, you got to have this. Where's this game? This has got to be on there. And so there was a lot of that, going on about how we get that. And yes, that means that there's probably 800 games that are not
season 2, man.
Yeah.
Let's hope so. People
please,
watch.
and more Mega Man, please.
More, yeah.
We really
loved Mega Man.
Oh, so good. Listen, thank you both so much. We really enjoyed this series, and we look forward to seeing what you and the studio do next. And maybe what other games we get to see in future stories.
What's your what's your number one pick? If there was another, there was another season.
Ooh, that's
I got one. I've got one. Sly Cooper. I want a Sly Cooper story. Give me a heist mission. Would be amazing. There was supposed to be a movie for it, and then they didn't. It never happened. So I think that would be pretty cool.
God of War would be pretty sick too.
We like if we're lucky, I like and we get more seasons. I want there to be like a fan voted episode, whatever it is, and whatever top of the list we will make.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Guys.
You
thank
guys
you
are amazing.
so much.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Peace.
Cheers.